and welcome back. In this video, we're gonna learn what are support and resistance. Support and resistance is the most important part, one of the most important part in trading. Since that's how the market moves with support and resistance. So when the market reaches these areas, support and resistance, it will react. So I look at for support and resistance as a ceiling and a floor. That is like the best way that you can understand what really support and resistance is. So it's just like a ceiling and a floor. So when the market reaches the ceiling, it will react, okay? Or if it breaks that ceiling, that means that it has now become a support. Resistance can become support, and support can become resistant. And I'm going to show you an example here. So if you see this little chart, this little thing I have here, now this was my previous support here, right? This was my previous support. Why was my previous support? Well, I can see here it has had multiple touches. Now, the more touches it touches your support or resistance, the stronger that area becomes, okay? So we had great support here. However, it broke. Now I have a video on breakouts so you can understand exactly what they are. But here it looks, you can see that it broke our support level. And what did it do? It reached the next support level, because I'm sure this area here has been previously supported. So it reached the previous support, and now this support became resistant. All right, now this area became resistant. And what it did, it came back and actually broke through our other support. It broke through the ceiling, reached another support, and then now came and made this a resistant again. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how Forex works. Forex move with support and resistance. Once you recognize these support and resistance, you can use these areas to enter the market. So these are super important. So let's go to a regular chart and let's go find some support and resistance here. Alright, I'm going to delete everything I have on here because it looks like I have something. Now, with support and resistance, the higher the time frame it is, the more accurate those support and resistance are. Now, support and resistance happen in every single time frame. Whether you are trading on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, 30-minute, whatever your preference is to trade, these happen in every single time frame. Since I like to look at the market in a higher time frame because it's telling me the long term support and resistance. So what we're gonna do, I have it here on a daily chart. So let's go ahead and put the support and resistance in our charts. Alright. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna delete everything out of here. Let me hide these lines so you can actually see these. Alright. So we're gonna do our support and resistance. Like I said, the higher the time frame, the more accurate these areas are. So when I look at to find support and resistance, I look at areas like this that has previously been reacting. These are reaction. Alright? These are reaction. So I look at those areas for support and resistance so I can be guided, so I can enter and exit the market. Okay? So the first thing we're gonna do, it looks like it's right down here. All right, and just kind of go along with me, and just kind of, and I'm gonna break these down. These are, don't make it complicated when it comes to support and resistance. Excuse me. Don't make it complicated. The more you learn, the more you backtest, you're gonna recognize these very, very clear. So as a beginner, just don't frustrate yourself. Just go one thing at a time, and you will, I promise you will recognize them. So here's my first one. Let's go with the second one. So it looks like we have another, our ceiling. It's right here. Why? Because it's been tested multiple times. So I'm going to put it right there, our second one. So as you see, this was my support. And if you look back, there you go. This area has previously have been supported multiple times. I can even go as low as there too. It makes it accurate. But like I said, you don't have to be completely perfect as long as you know where those support and resistance are. Okay? So my second one, let's find the third one here. The third one, now this is on a daily. Like I said, you can find these in every time frame. Be right there, and I'm going to do my third one right here. And this little one here, this would be support and resistance. That's probably more like on the 4-hour. But either way, these support and resistance happen all the time. The market reaches these areas every single day. So us traders, we use these areas to enter and exit the market. So when the market reaches these areas, it will react here. It will react whether on the resistance or on the support. So your goal is to have your confirmations, which I do have videos on the confirmation, on your entries and exit, so you have a better understanding. But support and resistance, how the market is moved. Also, another word that I use for these areas is zones. I use them zones. Another way that I like to explain support and resistance. Support and resistance is like a train and a station. So when when the train goes to one station, it has to stop to pick up more people, right? And then it goes to the next station. It stops here, picks up more people, and it keeps riding. And that's all the market really does. So these areas are where the most traders sit. Buyers and sellers sit in these areas here. All right. So when the market reaches these areas, the buyers and sellers they determine which way they're gonna push the market through these support and resistance. Remember, support, like this was a support. It broke through out of that, and now it made it resistant. Okay. So if you can just make it as simple as possible for yourself, you're going to understand it more. So like I said, think of it as a train. The train has to go through stations, pick up more people, go to another station, pick up more people, and keep buying. And once that station doesn't have a lot of more people to pick up, the market's gonna start going the other way. So that's just to give you guys a little bit different ways to kind of just understand it. But this is how the market moves. The market moves through these areas. It breaks one, makes a support, goes to the next one. Here it looks like it made it resistant. It came back to the next support. And that's all it will do. And just very important that you go back test and recognize these areas, support and resistance, because this is really how you're going to trade. This is how you're going to take your profits. This is how you're going to set your risk based on your support and resistance. Okay. With that being said, hope this video was helpful. Do not forget to subscribe in my video. I really appreciate. It helps my channel to grow more my channel and just to give more content to you all that are trading or learning how to trade Forex. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.